some guy's purpose here. So this video today is gonna be a little different. Because it doesn't really have anything to do with sports. My two videos don't have anything to do with sports today, or the world health crisis that's going on. This is more about our quarantine activities that we like to do. So for this video, I'm gonna be talking about TV shows and some movies that I've watched or TV shows that I like to watch, especially during this quarantine. Because I think we all have stuff that we like to watch if we have time. And considering that some of us have a lot of time, to be with our families and stuff, get to watch TV shows. So there's a lot of great shows out there. I heard a lot about shows on Netflix, HBO. There's just shows like Ozark, Billions, uh, Power. Power's a great show. I love that show. That show is just different. Anyway, there's this other podcast show I watched on YouTube called All the Smoke. I like to watch that and listen to it, especially with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. It's a great podcast. I really enjoy it. So yeah, listen to podcasts. But if we're talking about shows, there are two shows that I mainly watch. When I'm on Netflix, which I'm mostly gaming a lot more, so I don't really watch too much TV or shows. But there's two shows I'm gonna watch. These are my fallback options. It's Scandal, which I talked to you guys a little bit about yesterday, and Hell on Wheels. Now, first, Scandal. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to spoil the whole thing because the show is just so good. It's very addicting. But the description is, lawmakers or lawyers, which they're really not lawyers. It's a team of this one fixer and her team of fixers. So this is a team of fixers who help people in the DC area and people, involved with the DC area and beyond, people in the White House. And what they do is, they help these people in high places. They help them. They just make their problems go away. Whether it's by getting rid of the people who are causing them issues, whether it's hiding, or getting rid of the information that could haunt them later. Like this show, it just puts you into a different perspective of what kind of goes on in the government, and it also improves many different government officials, including has the president in there, not the real president, but the president, vice president, chief of staff. Those type of cool things are involved. So it's just a really it's the show is just really unique in how it's run. The actors in it are truly incredible the way they play their roles. So that's my favorite show, number one. It's a show I can watch, you know, all the way from the beginning to the end countless times. I've already watched it all the way through twice. I mean, it just, to me, it just doesn't get old. So. And Hell on Wheels. Now, if you haven't seen that show, it's about this Confederate soldier who's trying to make his way in the world after the Civil War, and he's fought in the South. So you can imagine him trying to find work because the South after the war was just ravaged, and that's when they were trying to rebuild. So of course he finds work on the railroad that the railroad they were trying to build across the U.S. And he first goes to the Union Pacific, then he goes to the what was the other railroad called? Because it started in San Francisco and worked its way through Utah. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a great show. And not only does it involve the railroad and this particular character and many other characters who actually did a great job on the show, it involves the Indians and how they played a role in the railroad, and how their presence actually it delayed the timing. It even involved the president. I think it wasn't Sherman. It was Ulysses S. Grant. Yes, it was Ulysses S. Grant who was the president during that time. Just incredible the way they involved historical events and played off of that. So that show in itself also is very incredible. It's everybody has their shows, whether it's Narcos. I think that's that was one of the most popular shows on Netflix. For years, Queen of the South, which is also a popular show about drugs, narcotics, and cartel movement type stuff. those kind of shows are actually pretty cool. So also The Office. I think everybody loves The Office. I watch that sometimes, especially Martin. That's a classic show. Everybody knows Martin Lawrence, but that show, 5 seasons was too short. But just watching that show, it was great. My mom actually bought it for me and my siblings and I, and we watched it actually season 5 backwards. So we got to see it, the end first, then we went all the way backwards, and then we watched it all the way through. So it was really cool. I've watched Martin. I've seen a lot of shows. I've even seen NCIS. That was always one of my favorite shows. I love NCIS. I probably should watch it again because wow. You guys can always leave me, your comments in the shows that you watch because I think everybody has a unique, different perspective. For one, I don't watch Stranger Things. For some reason, I've just not found myself to watch it. I didn't watch Luke Cage very much except for the first season. I think it was Jessica Jones. She's one of the Marvel characters. I didn't watch Iron Fist. There's a lot of popular shows that I haven't seen. So while I do watch a lot of shows and I've seen a lot of shows, I'm not really a trendy show watcher. I just kind of watch shows that kind of grab my attention. So, uh, you know, so that was just me. You know what I'm saying? But I hope everybody actually finds a show that they really like because during this time, something that can really take your mind off things is really incredible. Another show, um, How to Get Away with Murder. That's a really great show. Steph Curry's was a big fan of that show. Hmm. There's so many more. TV shows are just they're excellent. Movies. So let's get on to movies. I've watched one day at one or like 2 nights I took to watch the Avengers Infinity War because to me that movie is really incredible. I actually was watching a little bit of Avengers Endgame. Haven't finished it yet. Probably will. Watched Captain America, the first Avenger. Then I finished the Winter Soldier, and then I've not started on Civil War yet. Probably will watch that. I'm just really watching a whole bunch of different things. I kind of don't stick to one thing, which is probably the problem because I just can't do that. But another great TV show docuseries, The Last Dance, that I talk about all the time. Truly great. I can't wait to watch that again all the way through, and I'll probably watch it many times after. Kobe Bryant Muse, his documentary on his return from his Achilles surgery and trying to come back. That was great. It's on Showtime if you want to see it. Really great. Just breaking down not only him coming back, but it's kind of his whole journey from when he was a kid to on his love of basketball. So that's really awesome in itself. I just watch so much stuff, man. I just don't know what to tell you guys. I'm just a very I just don't kind of stick to one thing. I just kind of am all over the place. So but I think it's gonna do it for this episode, or for this video. I don't have any more shows in my mind at this point. No, I really don't. But in the next video, I'm probably going to talk about gaming because also when you're in a quarantine like this, you find some time to game. So there's a lot of games that I play, games that I enjoy, because I'm a big gamer, man. That's what I like to do. Besides, hoop sometimes, shoot baskets. I just like to play video games a lot because it's awesome. It's fun. It's a great time. So the sun's out, by the way, just came out through the clouds after it stopped raining over here. So that's pretty awesome. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys shortly in my next video.